placing the inflation rate in the country at 17.1% by the National Bureau of Statistics. The forum is certainly affirming the level of economic recession in the country and proffering ways to tackle it. Aside accepting the fact of the downturn facing Nigerians, the federal government says it is working on initiatives that will quickly revamp the nation's economy. This meeting, according to the presidency, is to further engage with the private sector operators on how best to tackle the current economic woes. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says vandalization of oil and power infrastructures are majorly responsible for the challenges facing the nation. To him, the economy will pick up with the implementation of new policies by the federal government.
I want to also mention that perhaps it's important for us to understand, and I'm sure that we do, the nature of where we're at, the nature of the recession that we're experiencing, because sometimes when even in discussing these issues, there's a tendency to generalize.
The forum was likely to intimate the business community on the outcome of the just concluded cabinet retreat hosted by President Muhammadu Buhari. Ministers of key ministries explained to the private sector their new strategies to achieve a better economy for the country. From the proposed 350 billion naira and intended interface with the Niger Delta militants, officials set a new deal to reverse the trend of negative gross domestic product the nation has been facing since 2005.
To pivot the economy while it's moving. And that's a very difficult thing to do strategically, but we think it's a necessary thing to do. Why? Because even when GDP growth was high, unemployment was high. Even when GDP growth was high, the level of inequality was rising. Even when GDP growth was high, it was really driven by oil.
So I start with the challenges. From the slide, the economy is not going on very well because the FX is going down because the JV cash crop funding, the oil militancy in other areas are really affecting us.